Good afternoon on what is a warm, bright and sunny day. It is Thursday the 15th of June. I've got a nice hot cup of tea and a board game to unbox. This is Indiana Jones Sands of Adventure, published by Funko Games, who are, as I keep saying, really best known for their Funko Pop, but basically the other arm of Funko Pop figures. But they also produce games as well, and some of the Funko Pop figures go into the games, but they also do other games like this. So, Indiana Jones, time is running out. It's up to Indiana Jones' friends to rescue the Ark of the Covenant before it falls into the wrong hands. Scour ancient Tannis to find the elusive relic, while building up your strength and resources. But beware, if the sand timer suddenly swings over, it triggers a race to survive. Battle the scheming Colonel Dietrich, the dangerous Major Tot, and the ruthless Rene Belloc to save the Ark. So this is designed for ages 8+, 2 to 4 players, 45 minutes. And you get these character figures: Indiana Jones, Marion Ravenwood, Salah and Marcus Brody. You can see the game there in play, and where you've got the sand timer being put in little glass plastic pieces, timers being put in, and it swings over, and that's going to set up a desperate situation. So let's get this open and find out what's inside. Let's just cut through the tape adhesive, holding it open, and what you've got first is the rule book. You've got slightly basically the card pieces below, so we'll take a look at that, and then you've got the various bits underneath. Okay, so obviously the most things that's really going to catch your eye is this piece here, and what's happening is you're setting it up, sort of like, you know, in the stands like that, and basically you're going to be putting these little pieces of gems into the top here, and as it gets top heavy, it tips over, spills over, all controlled by this timing mechanism. You know, basically the extra weight will pull it over. So let's back in, and then you've got the support and base for it. Then you've got villain cards, and these come in 3 rounds. So you've got round 3, 2 and 1, and they are of course Major Dietrich, Major Tot and Rene Belloc, and this is a really nice artwork on this. I have to say, this really sort of like, that's really nicely done. Below that you have character cards. So you've got Indiana Jones, Marion Ravenwood, Salah al-Kahir and Marcus Brody, each with their own special abilities. And on the back you've got a reference to what they can do and how the game is played. Is sort of like, so you know, that goes down in front of the players. They've got easy reference during play. Then you've got these cards, and these are actually really quite interesting, because these are kind of the play locations, okay, as I can see, they're double-sided. So you know, dangerous lurks in the back alleys, peril in the market, and you've got the swordsman, which Indiana Jones infamously faces off during the chase to get Marion Ravenwood back after she's been kidnapped, and instead of facing him with his fists and his whip, he just draws his revolver and shoots him dead. It's such a just an incredible sort of like payoff or anti-payoff to the scene, because it's all been action, and then just sort of like, oh god, I can't face him, bang. So on the back you've also got the danger truck, and essentially with Marion in the basket being kidnapped, rid of the amulet, it being examined. the hidden submarine base in the Mediterranean, digging Tanis, secrets of the past, the map room, bound through wind, basically the ship that Indy's going to sail on, airfield fisticuffs with the late great Pat Roach as the German sergeant and brawler, just in a really good scene, and then Ark on the Move, the chase scene from the dig site to the port, One of All Souls, Ark revealed, Geheimeven, and the Ark opens. So these are the playing locations, and sort of like playing locations and events combined, which is an interesting design. But they're all thematic. They're all fit the film. In addition, we also have these cards of various types. So Indiana Jones, spades, amulets, snakes. Why did it have to be snakes? Fedoras, Marion Ravenwood, so on. Tomes. See if there's anything else interesting here. Salah, and so on. Marcus Brody, very sort of like a bit more action orientated than you think Marcus normally is. And these are actually in different poses. So you've got Indiana Jones in one pose there, and then later on, see if I can find the one I was. Shall we go? Different again. So there's a nice attention to detail here. The cards are different. Then they're not all the same. And then, in addition to that, let's see what else we've got. We have the red tokens, which you're putting into the sand timer, which is going to flip over. Dice. Then you've got the action figures. So there we've got, say, action figures. You've got the figures. You've got Indiana Jones and Marcus Brody. Salah. And of course, Marion Ravenwood. And then we also have. So let's just put this back. What have I not looked at? So you've got the various cards that used during play, and then the rule book. Excuse me, hay fever. Then you've got the rulebook, Sands of Adventure, a field guide to the lost city of Tanis and its artifacts. So nice touch. Actually doing sort of like it's not just a rulebook. It's a guidebook. I mean, it's a rulebook, but it's done up as a guidebook. So first off, we've got a plan of Tanis, and then the game's components and how they are set up. So you can see the tower there, set up fully, and then the game itself like that. And of course, there's a little QR code there. So instead of reading through the rulebook, you can get some instructions on how to set up the game and play it if you want to watch a video. Object of the game, which is to search for the Lost Ark of the Covenant, and to save it and defeat the final villain to win. So it's a cooperative game against the game itself. Here's how the sand timer works. So yes, you're putting those little plastic tokens in, and it swings over. Explanation of the exploration phase and what's done during that. Handling threat dice, cards. So they're broken down into basic cards, upgrade cards, snake cards, attack cards, and so on. And how to play those cards, all nice and clear. Then drawing cards and burying cards as well. Damaging the villains. Then the timed phase. And what you can do, and the power tokens. Nice inclusion of the monkey. and how to end the round. Essentially, when the sound timer runs out, the player can't draw a card. The action deck is empty. The villain is defeated, and then you prepare for the next round, and then you win the game. So yeah, that is Sounds of Adventure Indiana Jones, which I have to say looks like a lot of fun. You know, it's a cooperative game. It's played out over the latter events of the Raiders of the Lost Ark, and everyone knows, you know, how that kind of plays out, but you get to affect it, and you have a lot of fun in the process. If you're an Indiana Jones fan, I think you're going to enjoy this, and I look forward to giving this a proper review. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed this unboxing in the Nook. If you have, then please do click on the like button down below. And of course, if you've got any comments or feedback, I do appreciate you taking the time to post those. And lastly, if you want to be alerted to yet more unboxings in the Nook, where you'll see me out here with a box, or in this case, just a straight game, which I will unbox and chat about to the best extent of my knowledge for roughly 10 minutes or so. All, of course, accompanied by a nice hot cup of tea. Then please do click on the subscribe button down below. Thanks again for watching another unboxing of the Nook. I will be back again soon with another one. Bye for now.